doing? PayPal. Okay, we're live. Just wait till I see you online, Chris. Oh, that's finished. Hey there, Shivashi. I'm just waiting at the moment. Crystal pulled her own cards at home, and I've got them out in front of me of what she already pulled, waiting to do her reading as soon as she gets online with me. If she's not online in a minute or so, I'll start and put a timer for her. Let me get talking about timers. Actually, I might use the timer on here. Oh, we got 2 payments here from Crystal now. All right, where's my timer? Timer, that's ready to go. I'll just wait till we get to 1 minute. Hey, Shivashi, would you like 2 of these pulled for you? Don't ask a question. I'll just pull what's the messages for you today. I don't normally do free readings anymore, but hey there, silly pants. We're just waiting. I've got all the cards out in front of me. What happened was Crystal... How are you keeping? You're in pinkish health? Pinkish? We're just coming out of our winter phase here, so a lot of time spent indoors keeping warm. So yeah, I haven't had much sun. Oh, you've donated as well, Maurice. We were putting everything, silly pants, we need everything on pause. I'm not thin. I weighed myself this morning. I've actually put on 2 pounds that I took off. I've been eating pizza yesterday and I had fries with quiche and salad. The only good thing on my plate was probably the salad. I wouldn't say that the quiche was that healthy. Okay, Chris, you're here. Shivashi, we will just quickly... I promised this to Shivashi while we were waiting. Okay, you're going on a journey. This could be a journey of love. This could be a work journey. It could be a holiday. Some secrets are coming out of the woodwork for you, Shivashi. Okay, so I'm all ready to go with the timer. So what's happening, silly pants? Everything is on pause. We have a donation. I'm from Australia, Steve. How are you going? From Sydney, Australia, south of Sydney I am. Very warm outside today. We've had so much cold and rain and now it's suddenly gone warm. Yeah, so what's happening is I already have cards pulled out here in front of me for Chris. So Chris has donated for 2 readings. Bethel did donate 2 days ago, I think it was. I haven't had any confirmation from her about what she wants read for her and whether she wants it done on live or not. I'm not too sure. You're from Aussie land as well. I've got to get on with this, Steve-O, because I've got payments that have come in from my regular people. So let's get on with this, Chris. This is about you and C. Let me just check what your actual question was for this reading that you pulled for yourself. This is something you could do, silly pants, when we're looking at things for you. You'd have to go and get yourself a poker deck. And then you know how I set them out on the table and you shuffle and you ask a question and then you can take a picture of it and I can read it for you, okay? When we're doing our thing. Chris, so... okay, so you wanted... Oh, so the current feelings between you and... Well, you know how you feel between C and you and where it's going to go, yeah? All right, so let's get this timer started. Bring it back up on this phone. Okay, let's get going. So we've already had a shuffle. I'll shuffle these while I'm talking. So this is about C and his current feelings. Well, his current feelings about reuniting. The first 2 cards that were pulled This is about talking, planning, enjoying food together and romance. This is the romantic side of everything. This 5 here is very sorry and regrets about the past, but it's a want to reconcile and be solid with you. So first up, the first 2 cards that you actually laid out, these are really good with how this person feels. The next ones are feeling like something went wrong, that he shouldn't have done something in the past. He shouldn't have walked away, or he should have called you back, or he should have turned up. So this is regrets again, and this is like, I've learnt a lesson. There is this up and down sort of feeling where this person, this C guy, he might go a bit closed off. It could represent that he's worried that you're going to shut him out, because he's worried that he's going to do the wrong thing, or he's not going to say the right thing, or whatever. So this, I feel, is more fear-driven than anything else, where he's concerned about where it would go. What else does he want? 9 of Hearts, the 2 10s. 2 10s like this, especially because you've got the 2 aces down lower. You've got the 2 red aces come out in this reading. These, and then the Jack of Hearts, Queen of Hearts that you've pulled down lower, that's all to do with a commitment, a marriage. You know, that's about forever, making a contract with each other, verbally making a contract together. This is beautiful energy. As you know, my 9 and my 4 represents baby girl, the double 10s, the double aces, the double queens, the double jacks. It's all showing double trouble. And then we got our 6, and then right at the bottom you got your 2. So you got your 2, 4, 6. So what's his current feelings? He is very scared to put it out there. This is someone that feels a hell of a lot, really wants to make this work this time. I feel that this is where they've been, what they've done, and it's just not what they wanted, but they're also scared that they want to do it right. They want to set it in stone with you, okay? In the challenge area that he feels that you are his soulmate, but he's wondering whether you feel the same. See how you've pulled where the Queen's looking away from the Jack, okay? The Jack is him saying, I'm your soulmate, you're mine, I'm yours, you know? Now, this in the middle here, I feel that these 2 queens are the 2 sides of who you are. This is you as his soulmate, his twin flame, his person that he wants to be with, the loving woman, the mothering side of you. This is you with your, well, not just your attractiveness and everything, but this I feel is more to do with the friendship that you 2 share as well. Because when you get in a relationship with someone, it's really good if you're good buddies as well as lovers, you know. But I feel this is your working side and this is your emotional side, and he's looking at the 2 sides of you and feeling that he's feeling like he's chasing you. Like, I don't know if you're making it hard for him, or if that's how he feels, that you're making it hard. And his challenge with you is concreting a plan. This to me is like drawing up a promise, drawing up a contract between you and him. If I didn't know better, I'd feel like he wants to approach this like a business transaction, that you and him together forever, as long as it lasts, and a promise is being made and a handshake being done. Not in the literal sense, but just in a figurative way, that this is his challenge of being your number one and making the promise and sticking to the promise. So moving forward, you do have this lovely Ace of Hearts, and then it's coming out with this 10 of Spades. Now, I don't know if C's aware of the current situation in regards to L, married, divorced, all of this sort of thing. But I'm wondering whether to progress forward, there has to be some kind of, because this to me is like a government card. This is like a court, this is like a finished document. everything being done and dusted. So I feel that the heart is in it and the conclusion to something else is sitting right beside it, which is strange because we had a look at L and U and everything and what come out in that. It kind of, yeah, it's very complicated, this situation. I feel that these here are the plans being made between the two of you. C, moving to where you are, getting work where you are, making plans to go away on a trip or something like that. This here is making sure that responsibilities are taken care of here. This here I just feel is like a sexual energy as well, but it can represent the fertility. It's not sitting with the 9, but then your outcome cards are, to me, this is all about pregnancy, fertility, cesarean birth, and this is the end game, so to speak. So we got all of this love and affection. We got a bit of fear in place with how he feels that you're going to be with all of this. There is some complications in the center of the reading. That's why we've got these 2 black cards sitting in the center about what's the right thing to do. Is the right thing to go to the court system and finish that other matter, get it all done? Or is the right thing to do to give that another chance and put this on hold? But the end game is showing me his passion and desire, because this card's about someone with secrets, right? This is not an actual person to me. This is more about nighttime mystery. And the mystery is having you as the permanent partner. Whether that means marriage, I mean, everything on the table shows me a marriage, it shows me a pregnancy, it shows me twins or 2 babies. And again, we're being shown baby girl now. All your readings leading up to the end of last year were baby boy. Now I'm being shown baby girl every time I see anything to do with a baby. I feel that this is not only about being partners, being like in a marriage type relationship, but I think it's about being friends and treating part of it to do with him going to work, you going to work, and the money that you 2 would accumulate together. I don't know if C's got his head square on. What I mean by that is, has he got a head for business? Does he pay his bills on time? Does he have savings in the bank for the future? You know, I feel that this is showing me the financial side of what would go on here. I don't really see anything negative. I see a little bit of fear here. I do see that this is the challenge sitting in the middle here. Following the heart and making the plans when there's something that has to be sorted out. No matter what you do, that legal matter has to be sorted out one way or the other. It can't just sit in the wings on hold all the time. So I feel that that's trying to, it's either your energy with how he's coming at you with this, or it's his energy about, you know, got to do the right thing, got to do it the right way, not make a mistake with all of this. And I think he's scared about losing you for good and making a mistake. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, which was very curious, we had the other 2 sitting there. It's unfortunate it didn't come out together in the main part of the reading. I feel that this is something that's going to take time. With those aces that you had there, you actually had 3 of them, and I've told you before, when you have 4, it's something that's going to happen now. When you've got 3, it's something that's going to be a slow, steady progress that might take a year or so, okay? I'm wondering why this is buzzing. It's linked to my phone. This here, I feel, may be something to do with delay in pregnancy or fertility or something like that, like the timing of if you 2 are going to do that and produce a child together. The timing's going to be crucial on all of that, and it might be to do with your medical circumstances as well, Chris, as to you've got a small window and that's where it's got to happen. Okay. So let's just do these now, just to finish off. That was good timing, reading on what you pulled. Astrolove, I've just done a reading for Crystal, and what she did was she got her own poker deck at home, which I've told her before that I wanted her to do sometimes when we have a confusing read, especially with my energy some days. And she shuffled them up, asked her question, and then she put them out in a spread the way I do it. And then she's taken a picture of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, paid her payment, and then I've read what she pulled for herself. So that goes for anybody that's watching me, especially my regulars. If you want to do that for yourself and you are on my WhatsApp, if you're not and you're on my email, like Maurice, I don't think you're on my WhatsApp, but Maurice, this is something you can do. Anyone can go and get a poker deck, and don't take the jokers out. Get the deck out, knock them 3 times. You don't have to, but you can, or sit them near some selenite or sage them or whatever you want to do. Shuffle up, ask your question, and then you put 7 at the top, and then you put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 till you got 3 rows of 5, and then you flip them over and you take the bottom 3 cards. And if you want more explanation on that, just go back and reverse and do it. And then you make a payment, you send me a message and you say, I've made a payment, this is what I pulled, can you tell me what it means? And then when I go live, I'll record it. If I'm not going live, I will record it at home or whenever I get time, and I'll send it through to you. Okay, Chris, let's just finish this off for you and get on to your... Is Bethel in the room yet or not? Bethel, are you here? Because I need a question for Bethel. She paid me a couple of days ago. Bethel, are you here? Crystal and C. Okay, these just dropped out on the table. Wow. Single energy togetherness. I think he wants to be done with the single energy and he wants this with you. They just dropped out on the table. You've seen them drop out in front of me. That's a conversion, that's transition. Going from single energy to single people to creating a life together, a family together. I think it's pretty straightforward what he wants, how he feels. Okay, these are all upside down, so we're just going to turn this deck around. I must have picked them up wrong. You can do the same with tarots as well, Chris and everybody watching. If you wanted to pull your own cards with your own energy in them, for many, many years when I did readings, I only ever did readings where the client would be in front of me and they shuffled them for themselves. This was all a new thing to me years ago. All right, bottom of the deck we have you being very desired as the woman, the family, the mother, the loving companion, and there for a good while, a long time. Okay, and I think it's you being you as well. It can be a fertility symbol. His challenges for C is the temptation. Temptation to do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, temptation. It can be pushy, persuasive. I remember, I think it was Rhonda told me that sometimes she sees the devil, depending on the sequence, as like gaslighting or lying, you know, things like that. So it can be where he's scared that he's being deceived, or he's trying to be pushy and not really revealing his true feelings just yet. I feel like he's, this is sitting in his challenge about waiting, so I think that the waiting game is torture. He's wanting it to happen now. And then we got the sun here. This is everything being revealed and laid out on the table. Let's not muck around. Let's get it all on the table and talk about it. Moving forward, there is patience, there is strength growing. And again, we had the 10 of spades in what you pulled in the middle. I've got the 10 of swords sitting in the middle here. So the 10 of swords, I feel, is the 10 of spades. I think this is about a government official, law, court of law type thing. Outcome, look at it for yourself. Outcome, this is what I see as diamond ring, a promise forever, and lovers, 2 lovers together. We do have this fear about being left out, okay? Anyway, that's your first reading. We don't have Bethel in the room, do we? Okay, so Chris, what was your second read that you paid for? Because I can't do Bethel's reading because she hasn't sent me what it is. She hasn't told me what it is. Let me have another check to see if she's replied. Oh, and I totally forgot to plug in the microphone. I just heard that song playing in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it. I might just quickly get that thing going. All right. I don't know if this is going to wreck anything. There we go. Everybody hear me? Yeah, there's no free list in here anymore, John. I stopped doing frees, I think, 2 years ago. Been reading since I was 16 and I'm now a 60-year-old woman. Sometimes I might pull out a couple of cards for people. I did it earlier on while nobody was online. So add me and get online as soon as I go online, because sometimes I might pull out a couple of cards, but I don't do questions. And just for you, John, because I did one before, there we go. This is for you. Ooh, secret's coming out, John. And underneath, it's showing you being loyal and true to what it is that you want. So there's something being hidden here for you, John. Okay, let's get on with it. What are we doing now? Oh, Astro Love paid as well. Okay, so we might be putting an end to the readings for today because we got Crystal's reading. I'm still waiting to hear from Bethel. We got Maurice and we got Astro Love. So, Crystal, what was your second one? You can all hear me now. That's good. Have we got a question, Chris? It was something about job, wasn't it? Something about the work in New York or something like that? You just wanted to know how it was going to go. Is that right? If the people have turned up in the snooker room with what my husband had to do today, I could have plenty of time, but I'm not sure what's going on in there, whether only the one person turned up, but it could be all finished and done by now. Yeah, so hopefully the other people turned up to play the next rounds. There's a couple of people in there anyway that will keep him entertained while I get these done. How the work trip will go to New York. Yeah, I thought it was that. All right, let's set the watch over here again. This is better than using my watch on my wrist because it keeps asking for the passwords. Because my wrists are so skinny, it's like I can get my hand right around my wrist. This keeps flopping off, and then I've got to put the code in all the time. Okay, Crystal and the trip to New York, how will it go? I hope it's fantastic. I hope like you meet new people and everything's very productive with what you're doing there. It's about time that some good stuff come to you, Chris. I mean, you went through a hellish year with different things going on. There's always those years that you want to just put them to one side and forget they even happened. I'd say 2020 and 2021, and nothing to do with COVID, 2020 and 2021 in my life, I wish I could just get a computer system and erase those 2 years. Maybe even part of 2022 as well. All right, Crystal and the trip to New York. Yeah, so anybody that's thinking of getting their own poker deck, and my regulars I'm talking to, Astro Love, Maurice, Erica, if you're listening, Alyssa, if you're listening, Meh, all of these people that have had readings in the past, you can always get your own poker deck, shuffle them up, sage them if you need to, whatever, and then put 7 at the top, and then you've seen what I was doing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bottom 3 cards over to one side. Chris, wow. We have love and romance going on in New York, so I don't know if somebody's going to join you on your trip to New York. I'm talking about C, possibly L, whatever, but there is not just work going on in New York. This can be a sense of accomplishment and feeling like a job well done and feeling like you're very appreciated and everything. Just be careful to stick to the plan. This is just telling you that you might slide off from what you're doing because you get emotionally involved with something else that's going on in your personal life while you're there, because it's a working trip, right? This could be that you're going to take pleasure in your work. Think of this as pieces of paper that you have to sort out. So 6 pieces of paper where you're handed different things. There may be some things they're expecting of you in New York that you haven't participated in before. There may be some connection to somebody from your past here whilst you're in New York, or when you're talking on the phone or something. There may be somebody reaching out to you from the past here. There will be certain contracts dusted and finished in New York. And also, you've got this 666 here, so there's something a little bit off with the number 6 for some reason. I don't know what date you're going. Maybe it's 6 and 12, or 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. or something like that. There's something going on there. And there's some new friendship blossoming in New York. So if it is all just work and no play, it looks to me like you're introduced to a different team of people, and you and some other person click like that. It could be a female, you know. I have a male and a female here, but the Jack can represent a male or a female. So your challenges in New York are something to do with government or legal type paperwork. So like I said, when we're looking at work readings, the 9 of clubs can be, any of the clubs are a computer system. This would be an overload in a computer system, and this would be something to do with an official ruling or something like that. So let's say you're going to New York and you're supposed to be opening up a restaurant. This would be the paperwork surrounding food and safety handling, or insurances, or so there's something quite tiring when you're in New York. But we've got 2 people working in tandem here in New York. This is you and somebody else working smoothly together and getting everything balanced out. So whatever this big drama is, don't feel that you have to do it on your own. It looks like you've got a lot of help there, and one person in particular. It is a lady. Okay, that's what I thought, you know. In the middle of it all, be prepared for a hater, okay? When somebody gorgeous as you, is intelligent, comes into a scene, and especially if you're walking into an office and Joe Blow and Jesse and whoever, these people have been there, there's always going to be one person that's not happy that you're there. They're either jealous of you, or let's say that there's somebody there that's called Jonathan, and Jonathan comes up and welcomes you and says, we're all going out for lunch at blah, blah, blah. There may be a female sitting there going, I don't like this interaction going on. There might be nothing going on between you and this person, but they feel that there is, okay? So it could be about people saying, oh, this is Crystal, she's head of blah, 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 and she's got all this. So if you've got any questions, you need to talk to her. Somebody won't like that. It's like you're treading on their toes. But other than that, this is smooth sailing and making plans for further trips in the future, more things going on. You do have that 10 sitting next to finalising something here. So there is something legal or something to do with government rules, and that it will get finalised while you're there. There will be something that where you're signing on a dotted line, or you're agreeing to the terms of whatever it is. There is an ending of some other contract while you're there as well. I do feel there might be personal matter going on in the background while you're there, you know, phone calls when you get back to your hotel room, things like that, on a different note altogether. The outcome for the trip, it's a 50-50 situation. Some things that are supposed to be finished, let's say there's 10 pieces of paper that all have to be signed. One of the pieces of paper was missing. So I do feel that there may be a postponement or a return back to the trip. We have umming and ahhing about two things going on here. This is a sit-down dinner with new people and exploring ideas. Somebody has a good idea, somebody doesn't have a good idea. I feel that you are more knowledgeable than somebody that you're going to be meeting with, and one person loves it and one person doesn't. We do have a 9 of spades here and an 8 of spades. So I just feel that someone's being a little bit two-faced with you when you go on this trip. But generally speaking, your outcome eventually, we have the Ace of Hearts, the 9 of diamonds and the 7 of diamonds. So this is very, very good. You might not feel that it went as well as it did, but this is telling me underneath it all, this is things being done, profitable outcomes, something they thought they were only going to get 7,000 for, they're going to get 9,000 for. So I think you being there, you can see some kinks in the works, something that they could be doing easier, something that could be more thought out or whatever. I just feel you're going to come in, and let's use the name Jonathan. Jonathan's been working there for the last 10 years. You come in and you've got a brilliant idea that something that's been taking them 4 hours every day to do, you say, why don't you do it this way and use this program, and you can get it done in half the time. Jonathan, who was getting his 4 hours pay, is not going to like that you're getting something done in 2 hours. Okay, a similar thing was happening with Rhonda when they did their thing about you know, seeing who was doing the best work. Rhonda, in her time schedule, was getting 2 to 3 times more done than the other workers. And it just showed that even though she's very experienced and everything, it showed that what was she doing to be able to get so much more done than these other people. And I feel that you've got a similar situation going on there. Most of it looks really good, the trip to New York, but there is someone that's a little bit offside with you being involved, okay? And it could be a personal matter, like I said. There may be somebody that wants to show you around, wants you to come out to dinner, wants you, you know, what are you doing later on? And you say, oh, I was just planning on going back to the hotel, having a nice hot bath, and relaxing, watching some TV till I fall asleep and see you tomorrow. No, you're coming out with us. Go back to your hotel, get ready. We're all going out to blah, blah, blah. You know, we want to show you the town or something. So I do feel there's going to be somebody very, very happy that you're there, wanting to show you around. I just feel there's a little bit of jealousy in the background. And I also feel that there's some ideas that you have that they hadn't even thought of. Okay, let's just do these. What else is going to happen for Crystal in her business trip to New York? What else can she look forward to? Okay, let's stop there. Yeah, we got the government card in the middle here, finalising some deal. Wow. Now, bottom of the deck, we got someone jealous or sneaky in the background. I just feel most of the people, if there's 10 people involved, 8 people are really happy that you're there. One person's sniggering in the background about something. All right, we have the light bulb going on with the sun here, things growing and understanding and strength. There may be a very strong Leo energy around you over there, or you may feel that this person's very strong fire energy while you're there. But I feel that this is a lot of work getting accomplished, a lot of things getting done. And we've even got the star sitting here as well. Better than you hope for. Better things going on than you actually hope for. Here we have this Ten of Swords, which usually means feeling defeated, and that to me with work, this would be about government or rules and regulations and that, and then some kind of signing the deal, something being better than expected here. We have a new friendship blossoming, possibly a bit of flirting going on, I'm not sure, but this is nice energy. This is feeling like you're right at home. I don't know if you have relatives in New York. Maybe you're going to be seeing relatives while you're there. The outcome is showing a slow and steady progress here. It's also showing some kind of connection. I feel this is something to do with your personal life while you're in New York. Now, I don't know if C's planning on getting on a plane with you and being at the hotel so that when you come home, whether that's even possible or not with his work schedule, or whether it's something to do with being contacted by Elle and wanting to talk things over with you. But I do feel that it's slow and steady wins the race, and your final outcome for New York is victory and success. So really good going there, Chris. Okay, up next, what do we have next? Bethel still hasn't shown up. Okay, Maurice isn't here as well. Let me just check PayPal as to, he may have put his question on PayPal. Oh, there it is. No, there's no question here from Maurice. So Maurice not here? Oh, there he is. It's been a while since I checked a reading on my current job and finances in general. Cancer, Sun, Libra, Moon, and Leo rising. Wow. Cancer, Sun, so that's your birth, isn't it? So you're the same as me, July baby. Happy birthday for July. It's gone now. Libra Moon, we're going into Libra very soon, and Leo rising, we're currently in Leo. So you've gone from your Sun to your rising, and you're going into your moon next. Wow, that's cool. Okay, let's set the clock. So you just want a current job, finances, just general reading on work and money. Yep. Clock, let's go. Then after that, we've got 2 readings, I think it is, for Astro Love. Is that 2 readings for you? Can you get your first question there ready for Silly Pants to put it on the screen, please? Okay. Oh, we're calling Silly Pants Sally, by the way. Maurice, career, finance. What can Maurice expect in the coming months? They've turned some massive thing that's above me. Some air conditioning system or something. Okay, Maurice, here we go. I like your outcome cards. Definitely like your outcome cards. Wow, outcome looks fantastic. We'll get there in a minute. Bottom of the deck, what do we got? There's some romantic thing that has showed up at the bottom here. There's some kind of deciding to walk away or not with a romantic situation. So that's nothing to do with work here. So we'll just leave that one out of it. All right. This is you branching out or working in tandem with other people, getting the work done, basically. I'm wondering whether you're getting a bit of a bonus or a step up here, or whether you're exploring outside of your current position in work. Some things that you were hoping for are just not coming together. Maybe if you looked forward, they reckon that people in business should do a 2 to 5 year projection. So if you're currently working as an apprentice, you would expect that if the apprenticeship is 3 years long, that by the 3 year mark, you should have been qualified, you'll be on a certain amount of pay, and then you have the wisdom and the knowledge and the pay and the experience of where you'll be going within 3 to 5 years, right? So I feel that any plans of what you thought was going to happen or where you thought you'd be by now, I just feel like some of it's a little bit disappointing for you, that it hasn't sort of panned out where you thought you would go. I do see an opportunity on the horizon to, I feel like a stalemate thing at the top where you can get a little bit more money staying where you are, but it's not a thing you want to do, okay? There is news coming of new opportunities, new job, new things that you would be doing, and this is a nice surprise that's on its way. But you are a little bit lost at the moment. Your challenges, it's just like frustration I'm feeling here. Clubs to me in business can be a heavy workload, but they also can be, when they're sitting side by side with spades like yours are, this is work and either boredom, frustration, or even anger about where you're at in your job and what's going on. It's like you started off where it was very structured and you were doing what you needed to do, and then you were a bit overloaded here. There were some things that you had to do that you weren't expecting that were yours to do. This happened, using Rhonda as an example, it happened recently for Rhonda as well. Well, not recently, over the last 12 months or so, where she's been landed other people's work. They're off sick or whatever. So I just feel this is frustration, and this is an overload. And this is you like, I didn't sign up for this. See the double fours? The double black fours are in work. It's like, let's say you went to lunch with Sally and you said, hey, Sally, I was doing a bit of research last night and I seen this fantastic position and I've got all the qualifications for it. I'm just debating about what I should do. And then Sally says, oh, where's this position at? Where did you see it? And then you know what Sally does? As soon as she finishes the conversation with you, she goes and applies for the job. So I don't like two black fours sitting in your challenge area. It's like every time you go and try out for something, apply for something, somebody comes in underneath you and takes it from you, okay? But as we progress forward into the coming weeks and months, I see a lot of planning going on. I see you looking at new opportunities. This could be you applying for something else. This could be you having discussions on the phone or over lunch or something about new opportunities on the horizon. I see you possibly taking on some kind of new course. You might be doing some extra work at night, or you might be doing some kind of training somewhere to do something different. You are getting a little bit overloaded in the coming weeks and months, especially around September. You've got double nines here showing that, but it will work out because I like your outcome cards here. And this is telling you to just not be all work. You need to sometimes just break away from work and just enjoy, enjoy the sunset or enjoy a nice meal. Or this is telling you to just take some time out from work sometimes. And try and find the enjoyment within where you're at. Your outcome cards are beautiful. Your outcome cards are showing me a new opportunity on the horizon. You've just got to look for it. I'd say that this is you looking at the unknown of where you're going. The two kings would be discussing your performance and your skill level and wanting you to transition into where you are. And this would be a long-term work plan. This 9 of diamonds is like, out here in Australia, we call it superannuation. Every employer has to pay 10% and up of your wage. So you apply for a job and the pay is $500 a week. They have to give you $500 a week and they have to give $50 a week to your superannuation, which you can access when you're not working at 59 or when you retire, whatever age that may be. Usually it's 67 now in Australia. So I do feel there's an opportunity that you can't quite see at the moment, a bit of disappointment going on. It's telling you to just let your hair down, go and enjoy what there is to enjoy out there. I'm just going to check again because we're nearly at the end of your reading. I just want to check if Bethel's got back to me yet. Very strange. She paid the payment and didn't tell me what it was for. I sent a detailed reading payment. Oh, detailed reading. We'll do that next, okay? We'll do Bethel's reading next. We'll need timestamp. Okay. I didn't even read that properly. I just thought she said she was going to give me a question. All right, Maurice, what else do you need to know about career and finance situation? Any concerns around your financial situation? The fact that you had that 9 at the end, at the outcome with your work, tells me that not to worry too much because things are going to be fine financially. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only, everyone. If you do have financial issues, medical issues, relationship, please go to the correct modality. Don't rely heavily on this. This is entertainment. All right, in your challenge areas with work, you're too loyal. You give too much of you for what you're getting, okay? This is telling me that if someone says, oh, hey, Maurice, I know that you like your weekend, but can you come and fill in for me and spend your whole beautiful Sunday working for me? I just feel that this is telling me in the challenge area is maybe sometimes not being so nice. I also feel that you're waiting. You feel like you're forever waiting for a change. You're waiting for that pay rise or that new job or to do something. So this can be telling you just it will come when it needs to. We've also got the 9 of Pentacles sitting here. So I feel like a lot of what you do within work, you feel that you've got to do everything by yourself. Okay. Moving forward, I don't know if you're going to work for the justice system or something like that, something legal or government, because we've got a government sort of card here in the middle. Whenever I see justice or judgment and everything, I feel like it's talking about something to do with the government or law or something like that. You will be celebrating. You will be having a good time, and you've got justice and judgment sitting here. Both of them are victory cards. So I do feel there's something around the corner. It might be trying to indicate of where you need to go looking for that new position or whatever it is, and getting justice, getting what you deserve. Okay. And also we have your outcome cards. This can be feeling like you're being pushed or manipulated, or someone's just keeping you there and telling a bit of lies and things like that. So it is sitting there, but you are going to be standing your own ground and telling people, this is what I want and I'm going to get it. And you will have an eventual outcome where you're feeling a bit more settled with everything. Anyway, that's what we've got for you. Thank you. So up next, we're going to do a detailed reading for Bethel that was paid for. And then lastly, we've got, so everything's closed. It's not on pause now, silly pants. Everything's finished now for the day. I'm going to be winding this up. People are starting to come in for lunch now. All right. So this is for Bethel. We need a timestamp. So we'll start this at 48:30. Let me just get this ready. And if you're watching, my apologies to my regulars. Things have not been going regular like they used to be. My husband has just entered into a pretty serious competition. So I'm assuming that there might be more of me getting to the club again over the coming weeks, hopefully. So if I'm here and the room presents itself and is available to me, I will get online. So hopefully I might be on more than once a week or something now. Yeah, Bethel's is a general reading. I just texted you Bethel's timestamp. Oh, we've gone up to 49. I'm talking again and I totally forgot. All right, so let's start it now. Just send me a new timestamp, silly pants. 49 and 30. Let's get ready to start the clock. 49 and 30 for Bethel's general reading. She just wants a general reading. And let's start now. 49.30. Bethel, this is for you. Sorry, Bethel, I didn't even read the question that you said you'd paid for just a general reading, so here we go. After this, we'll have Astro Love's 2 questions. Oh, 3 questions. 2 minis and 1 detail. Okay, what does Bethel need to hear for the coming month? We're nearly at the end, or what are we? We're at the middle of September now, so not much left now. Next thing, it's going to be Christmas before we know it. Thanksgiving, Halloween's coming up. One of good old Nina, her favourite time of year. I've never seen anyone so enthused by it. It must have been one of the things that Nina remembers from her childhood that really made her happy. I don't know. Or maybe it's because it's what it's all about. We don't have it here. Some people celebrate it here, but not many. All right, Bethel. Bethel, we have, starting off the reading, we have someone wanting to make plans with you in regards to it could be a family type thing, or it could be more of a romantic type thing. I don't feel it's you and just one person. I feel it's more to do with you and a group of people going out, but there is a male energy here. This male might be, he might have light brown hair, he might have white blonde hair. Oh, bless me. But yeah, I feel that this someone that they might be acting a little bit standoffish with you, Bethel, but I feel that they've got a little bit of feelings going on there that they're not revealing at the moment. The reason I'm saying that is because we've got a nighttime secret card sitting right behind this person's back, which would tell me that he has eyes for you, but he's not really revealing it, and he's just sort of like when you go out to the clubs and things like that, he might be saying, oh, would you like a drink while I'm going to the bar? And you're in a group of people, let's say. I feel there's a secret crush going on for you here. So like I said, he might have white, blonde, he may even be a redhead. If it's nothing to do with his colouring, blue eyes, green eyes, it could be that he works in medical industry, or he works in some kind of retail or finance or something like that, or banking. I do feel there's opportunity coming for you with some kind of new working project or something you're getting money out of here. You may be selling items yourself, or see, I'm not sure where you're at with your work at the moment, but this looks good in regards to work. We do have a bit of anger or something going on here. I'm wondering whether this is something to do with frustrations around a court situation, because you've got all of these are all very nice. This is productive. If this was work, this is a new opportunity. All is not known about this opportunity. It's going to be successful. If this is about a romantic kind of situation, it's just a group of people all going out, but somebody has a little crush going on. Star sign wise, I'd say that that's probably a fire sign that has this crush going on. But these over here are telling me a different story. This is somebody frustrating the hell out of you because they're just not living up to what they're supposed to do. And I didn't put the timer on. Yes, I did. It's just not showing on my screen. All right. Your challenges coming up are, this is you making plans with someone from the past. This could be a holiday. This could be work things that you're going to be doing. This is all set in stone, what you want to do. This is where, let's say you're supposed to go on a certain date in October and go on a weekend somewhere with someone. And it's all going according to plan. Maybe the plans were all devised over July, August. This is where someone doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, or they completely change the place where you're going, or they completely change what date you're going to do it. I also feel that someone's hiding something from you, and again, I feel it might be a romantic crush going on that you can't even see. So I do feel there's someone in the background here that has a little bit of a flirtation going on. This is just allowing yourself to enjoy and go out and have a good time. It's sitting in the challenge area, so you need to let your hair down and stop worrying about things and just have a good time. And in the middle, what's coming towards you, a nice financial surprise is coming. We have 8 of diamonds sitting next to the Joker, but we also have someone breaking rules and regulations here. So I'm wondering if this is something to do with a court situation turning out in your favor, because this is something in your favor here. And usually 8s, you've got 8s everywhere here. You've got 4 8s come out, and the 3 8s come out in the reading. So this is all to do with work and money. I like this because this looks like some judgment gone in your favor, some kind of payment here because of someone that did the wrong thing here and they need to learn a lesson. Over here also, this is someone doing the wrong thing. We've got 2 cards that represent irresponsibility and needing to learn a lesson, and then you getting a nice surprise in the middle. On the outcome cards, we have a friendship developing here, and it's surprising to you because you didn't even think that this person wanted anything to do with you. You're not seeing that there's somebody that's interested, because this is telling me that you don't see it. It also could mean that there is a friendship blossoming and somebody's very angry in the background. This here is some of your wishes coming true here and hard efforts being paid out. So I feel that a lot of mental energy that you've exhausted on certain things, court cases, relationships, whatever it may be, that you're going to get some kind of rewards here, but you are quite exhausted here with this card showing here. Medically speaking, and this reading is for entertainment purposes only, just be careful what you're eating or taking at the moment. If you are taking any forms of supplements or doing things for yourself, just make sure, go and pay a visit to the doctor, because these cards can all represent the pelvic area of the body having something wrong. And that 8 would tell me it's something you're putting in your mouth. Okay. I know a lady that was told to help her child who had some disorder. Broccoli was really good. And when I was doing a reading, she hadn't told me any of this. And I said, someone's, given this child this food. And I said, it could be something as good as broccoli. And I said, but it's actually causing more problems than it's worth. And she said, oh my God, I was told to give the child broccoli, and I have been giving the child broccoli. And I said, well, I'm not a doctor, go and find out about that. I said, and she said, but it's just weird that you suggested broccoli. And that's what she was told to do. So yeah, if you are supplementing or doing some kind of new exercise program, or, because I can't remember if you had something with the heart rate or something like that. I remember when you had the car accident, what happened there. But yeah, so if you do have any kind of medical thing and you thought, I'm going to do this exercise routine, I'm going to start eating this particular food, or I'm going to take this particular supplement, that's kind of telling me a little bit of a warning there to make sure you confirm with a doctor, like have your tests or whatever it is you've got to do. Just confirm that it's a safe thing to do. I'm not seeing anything bad happening. I'm just seeing that there's a little bit of a warning about it all. Bottom of the deck, we definitely have somebody that's watching you. We've got this King of Hearts here. He's looking at you. He just feels that you're not paying him any attention. There may be jealousy coming off whoever he is. Now, he doesn't generally represent somebody as far as colouring and job and that goes. If we were to say what job this guy would do, I'd say he's an electrician, a plumber, a builder, hairdresser, restaurant owner, something like that, or something to do with family and caregiving. All right, let's just finish your reading, Bethel. Just what else does Bethel need to know in general? Family connections and get-togethers, remembering old times. I don't know if there's any special anniversary coming up about your brother and that at the moment. If there is, my condolences about all of that. But yeah, I just feel that this dropped out on the table, that there's some kind of memory lane going on. Don't get stuck in negative thoughts, Bethel. Don't get stuck in the bad track. Here's the pot calling the kettle black, as we say out here. I do it all the time. At least a couple of times a month, I'll lay awake and my brain, I can't stop it. It will go back over things that happened years ago, things that were said, people that hurt, all of those sorts of things. And I literally get up, take a tablet, knock myself out. Because when my brain wants to get on that, my osteopath called it the chattering monkey. So anybody that does, I think it's yoga, they would know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember my osteopath when I went there and I said, oh, I haven't slept in that. He said, because you've got the chattering monkey going on in your head. All right, what else do you need to know, Bethel? In your challenger area coming up, we have a disconnection of the emotions. You're walking away from something, you're done with something. It's sitting in the challenge, so I think it might be hard for you to let whatever it is go. We have an opportunity sitting there that you're waiting for. This is an invitation. Now, it is sitting in the challenge area, so you're debating whether you want to go or not. This could be a challenge for you where you're over analysing things at the moment. Who said what about who was there on the day, who wrote on the contract, whether it's personal or it's business or it's to do with legal matters. Don't get stuck over analysing everything. You do have, you need to keep your barriers up here. You need to tell people and stipulate what's okay and what's not okay. We do have a contract being ripped up or changed here. It's in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. We also have some sort of sneaky business going on here where someone might be trying to cheat you. Somebody might be trying to tell you some kind of lie or something like that. Your outcome cards are telling you about balancing your financial situation as well as what you want to be doing. While you're busy rescuing other people and everything, who's rescuing you? The rescue card's in reverse. I like when the card comes out upright because it's telling me that someone's going to help you out, someone's going to take you on the journey. When it's like this, I feel it's where you're saying, no, I can do this myself. I don't need you to help me. Don't always need to do everything yourself. And your outcome card is telling me a final decision being made. Bottom of the deck, we just have the King of Swords sitting here. Underneath him, we have patience and timing. Now, the King of Swords can represent a legal matter coming to a conclusion. It can be a boss signing a document for a new job. I'm not really sure because that's the end of the reading and that's where we got to. Okay, up next we have Astro Love. What can you expect in love? Detailed reading. Okay, let's get on with that. Okay, so Astro Love, you're single and you're done with the Texas guy, aren't you? And I can't remember who. Texas guy was Angel, wasn't it? Okay, here we go. Astro Love, new people. We're not going to even nominate. We will nominate. You don't want the ex-husband in it. This is new love, new people. Okay, we went. Texas guy is Angel, and that's done. And ex-husband is done. So this is new love for you. What's on the horizon for Astro Love and Adelia? Yeah, new love. Okay, because I said I'm not going to look at them, look what just jumped out on the table. This is basically both of them, I'd say, and they're not happy that I'm discounting them in the reading. One of them feels like this is the wrong thing to do. One of them's angry. It's funny that that dumped out on the table. It's sort of like, what about us? So we'll leave them out. We don't need them in the love reading. Love reading, love and happiness and stability for Anadelia. What can she see in the near future? This is better. You did tell me how old you were. You've got a very young fella here. This is looking good. You got more than one fella coming out here. We call them fellas, guys, fellas. All right. This is you exploring everything. You're being very structured with what you want. Now, us as mums, married, you've been married, you've got kids and responsibilities, and a lot of women in general terms, sometimes when we're looking at that partner, we're very structured with what we want, whereas with not all men, but men will look at the looks of the person. Is she tall enough for me? Is she short enough? Is she big enough? Is she small enough? Has she got a good job? And no, sorry, not has she got a good job. That's from the women's side. So I feel you're approaching this very structured with what you want. You need to have the enjoyment. This is you. Remember I told you in a previous reading about kissing a few frogs to find that prince? This is telling you to just explore. If somebody wants to take you out to dinner, yeah, he might want your hot stuff. He might be looking at you and being flirty, and you're thinking, this guy just wants a good time. Order the most expensive thing on the menu, enjoy your meal, and then at the end of the night say, I really enjoyed tonight, but I just don't feel that it's going anywhere, but nice to meet you. What's happened? You've met somebody, you've kissed a frog, you've had a good meal, and you move on to the next one. So I feel that this is you being structured with what you want, but while you're being structured, looking for what you want, go and kiss a few frogs and enjoy a meal. You do have your exes in the picture, unfortunately. I didn't nominate anyone, but this is about relationships that you are done, but they feel that it's not done. They feel that you can fix it up and get it back together. There will be a meeting with this person. It may be something you really, really want. This is someone that has the right kind of income coming in. They very clean cut. They're very good with looking after themselves. I mean, there's nothing worse than meeting up with somebody that sits around watching TV every day and eating junk food and, just not looking after themselves. I feel that this person's very much into looking after themselves, eating the right food, personal hygiene, the whole lot. The problem I see with this guy is he likes the mirror as well. That's the problem. He's very nice, very attractive, a lot of fun. He wants you, like if he goes to the gym 5 times a week, he wants you to come. He wants to teach you his thing. The problem is with him, there is a possibility with him. You've got the Ace of Hearts with him, and then you've got the thing. I feel this is him presenting himself, talking the talk. You're very interested. This is you saying, I do like you, but this is how you need to do things. I feel this is you meeting him and feeling something. This is you instructing him on how it would work. I like this. But if you did go to the gym with him, and anyone who's been in the gym will know what I'm talking about, there's always that guy, and there's women, but they're there, and you see them looking in the mirror. You see them looking at themselves, and they look fantastic, and they know it. It can be nice, but it can be a put off as well. You want them to be into you, So your problem is the past not going away. They're there whether you want it or not. Okay. In your problem area is you trusting that this Mr. Right is Mr. Right. This is sitting in your challenge area with having somebody. You're wanting all of these to line up. This is somebody very structured and caring, and somebody who likes to sometimes just spend time at home. You want somebody who's open and truthful and lays everything on the table, and you want somebody that makes the right choices and goes down the right track. You're looking for Mr. Perfect here, and it's sitting in the challenge area. It doesn't mean you're not going to have it. It just means that it's sitting in the challenge area of finding that person. And I'm wondering whether the Jack of Clubs and the King of Clubs is the same guy. It's the one guy. So you're seeing the young flirty version of him, but there's Mr. Maturity there that can be there. I think that that is you trusting that he's going to be good, you know. Moving forward, we have more than one choice here. You're being cold, though. You're seeing like a sexual friendship relationship, but you're also in the back of your mind seeing, is this marriage material? Is this someone that's going to be here not just next week or next year, that's going to be here 5 years later? So you're looking at this, is it going to convert from this to this? And then we have going out, enjoying things and making plans to turn it stronger. I liking it because you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Now, your outcome cards are not so great for some reason. I feel that this is representing someone who has broke your heart in the past, interfering in the moment you find this guy. And he may have brown, wavy, curly hair or black hair. He may be a businessman or a traveller of some kind. His business may be he owns a fleet of taxi cabs, or he may own an Uber business, or he's a businessman. I feel that the moment you connect to this person and it starts to look like something, Angel or your ex is going to be in the picture and basically trying to woo you back, but you're not interested. So I feel that that is the only problem you've got there. Okay, we've got 17 seconds to go. Let's finish this one up. And then there's a lot of people out there right now, so I'm going to try and lower the voice a bit because I have been talking quite loudly because there was no one out there. Anyway, let's do more cards. What's going on in love for Anadilia? Okay, your challenge area is having, this is you being desired sexually, flirty, you know, this is you being desired by a lot of people, right? It's sitting in the challenge area that sometimes it's a curse. If you're really good looking, sometimes it can be a curse. When you're looking for that person that's going to hold your hand, that's going to be by your side when you look at your worst, you know. This is sitting in your challenge area that there's going to be a lot of people want to be with you. If you were not as attractive as you are, like, I mean, you'd have to take a lot of points off you to be not attractive because you're just so gorgeous. You and your sister and your mum, you're just all so gorgeous. It's sitting in your challenge area. So sitting in your challenge area is not just the Page of Cups. You've got the Knight of Cups here. Your challenge area is getting it to that higher level in the relationship, potential marriage. Okay, so that's sitting in the challenge. Coming forward is something that you're totally done and dusted with, something you're totally finished with. And there he is. We had the Jack of Clubs and the King of Clubs. We have the Wands, same person, sitting right in the middle of this reading. So it's definitely him, whoever he is. Now, in the tarot, this tells me that he is a fire sign. In my poker deck, it tells me that it is an earth sign. I take it as Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in the poker deck. So you can take it whichever way. It's either fire or earth, this guy. We have where you're only giving a little bit of yourself coming up. So don't put it all on the table too quickly. Don't go straight from meeting the person, feeling a rush of emotions to we're going to get married. Just take your time with it, you know. We have the Empress sitting here. Now I feel this is you taking control of a situation. It could be a very forceful energy coming at you. We do have you disconnecting from bad emotions in the past. And then we have a celebration coming up in this relationship that you're going on. Okay, so that's looking really good. Bottom of the deck, we do have worries and fears. Some people, I don't know if you do this, but I do know certain people that do this. I know two people in particular at the moment, and these two people about 20 years ago, I tried to get them to meet each other. But they went on to meet other people and have different lives. But these two people are now at a certain age. They're in their early 40s. And one of them's like, I've got to do this now. Everybody else I know is married and having babies and everything. The other one's like, everyone I know and I grew up with, they've all got a house and a job and a car and kids. And this person's got kids and they've got a home and they've got a job, but they want that final piece. They want the marriage. So I don't know if you feel that way yourself. I mean, you've already done it. You've already been there. You've had your kids. You've had your marriage and everything. But it's where you just don't get stuck in that track where, I've only got a certain amount of time. I've got to do this. Just take your time with it. Anyway, your next mini question. I should have bought some water. Have I got water? Oh, thank God I've got water. My mouth's getting really dry from the aircon. And talking too much. Okay, so your mini question, we'll get these two mini questions done and we're finished for the day. Silly Pants, I'll see you in WhatsApp as soon as I finish this and hopefully get that done for you. I'm just hoping they should still be playing in there if the other people turned up. Fingers crossed that they turned up. Minnie, how will the event on Tuesday go? They asked me to be a translator for the after-school event. Oh, nice. And Minnie too, whatever comes out for you. Okay. So just before I finish, thank you to everyone that donated today. Thank you to Silly Pants and really Chris for being here and giving up your time to help out. Seems to be going smoothly since I removed the super chat feature and everything. So good on me for doing that. Chris, we still haven't sorted out Cash Up. It hasn't been necessary. It's very rare for someone to come in. Mostly what we have is people coming in wanting a free read. Now, if I do get back into the rhythm where I'm coming on more than once a week, what I might start doing is, and I'm not promising anything, I might start doing, maybe a free, just a couple of cards for 3 people that get online. But I will not be doing it for the same 3 people every time I do it. So we'll have to keep track of who those 3 people are. And it will just be a general pull of cards for those 3 people. So if you are listening and you're interested in that, just keep an eye on that. And I'm thinking I might start doing that again just to bring some people back in. But I don't want to do anything that brings people back in when I'm not getting online regular enough, okay? Oh, you're more than just like a sister to me, Chris and Silly Pants and Astro Love. This is my family online. I spend more time talking and being with you than my own family and friends and everything here. Basically, my good friends, my best friends, are at work all the time, and then they're home with their families. And my own family live in Sydney, and my other family, they're always busy with other things, and not always, but yeah, it's sort of like by the time I get home, I just want to, But yeah, thank you to everyone. Love you all. Let's get on with it. Let's start the timer. We're looking at how the thing will go with the translating at the after school. Is it after school event? I used to run after school program for 11 to 16-year-olds, and it was in an area where these kids, they had no food, no money or whatever. I used to run a program for kids after school. I was the manager of the program, and it started with a couple of kids, and then I designed different things that they would be doing, mostly around food and cooking, because I knew these kids were hungry. And it started with, I had about 3 kids on the list, and it ended up where I had to turn kids away because I was only allowed to have 20 kids turn up. So, it was really good. But I think you're going to be great at it. Anyway, let's do this. Start. Okay. Astro Love. Anadilia is doing a translation after school event. How will she feel at the end of that? How will that go? I reckon you're going to feel like you've accomplished something and you've helped people. You know what I mean? Remember when Nina come to the channel? Nina has helped people translate government documents and things like that. She's helped fill documents out. I think she's missed her calling. She should be working doing that. Now, this is a mini. I nearly put too many cards on the table. We'll just take 2 from the bottom for this. Okay, so this is somebody young or something where they don't really understand. See how this is the black 7 and the black 8? This is a black 8. When we look at a black 8, imagine you walk into a church and that you're Catholic, and you walk into a, well, they're not called a church. What do they call the Muslim? Is it a mosque or, anyway, you walk into a totally different place that's a totally different religion. And I feel that this is the person that doesn't understand, that has walked into something foreign. And what are you doing? Here you are acting like a family friend of this person, helping them. This is where they start and this is where it finishes. So you help them. And I feel that you're going to make some new friendships. You're going to male and female friendships. This here is someone who says this is sort of like not the rules with this. There may be somebody that tries to cause a bit of problem with it, like you haven't done a certificate in this or whatever. So I do feel there may be someone who's being a bit of a pain. This person here is possibly where you're going to meet this person that's looking at you. We got somebody here. I'm wondering whether this is the person that showed up in the love reading, because this person admires your talent, sees that you're very skilled with what you're doing, may have an opportunity to do more of this down the track, or a job position or something like that. But I'm wondering whether this person's got a little bit of a sweet eye on you. We have a lot of helpful things going on here. This is learning and structured. This is really good. Everybody's happy about what's going on. There is somebody not happy about it. So I do feel that there's somebody feels like they're being left out. They may have asked you to do it and somebody else says, why didn't you ask me to do this? And they're a bit put out about that you got asked to do it. Okay. The outcome of it all, this is where it's sort of in 2 minds about what's next. I do feel that this is them calling you back for future events, or there may be something else that they want you to do and participate in. And this is just where I feel that you're probably not going to do it. Whatever that offer is, I don't think you're going to be wanting to do this other thing that they're asking you. We do have underneath here where there may be something asked of you. Somebody might want you to commit to something more, and it's something to do with getting a certificate or something like that, because this, think of this as the government or the rules and regulations or the school itself. If it's a government school or private school, it doesn't really matter. They all have these rules and regulations. So I feel that somebody may approach you about, have you thought of going to do this? There's a certificate you can do at college or university and get qualifications where you can become a professional translator for future things. So I do feel that it might lead to something more. I also feel that if there is any kind of flirty thing, I feel like you're shutting the door on that. Like this is not the time and the place. But I do feel that someone might not be too happy that you were chosen to do it, because they're wondering why they weren't chosen or why they weren't asked. There may be, just be a little bit careful. There may be some people that they feel like they're being treated like they're dumb or stupid because they don't understand. So just, yeah, just let them know that you were asked, and that let's say that somebody pronounces a word wrong or something like that, and you can tell that they feel uncomfortable about things, say, oh, that was really good that you said that. And I've heard many, many people say it exactly the same way. And the English language, as you know, like phone, it should be F-O-N-E, and it's P-H, you know, the silent P and all of this sort of thing. And yeah, but I do feel somebody's put out a bit. So it could be that they were wondering why they weren't asked, or they may be thinking that they asked you because the other person felt that they were stupid or something. And if that's the case, all I would do is go, I'm surprised that they didn't get you to do it because you're so good at this, you know. So just, yeah, give credit where credit's due. Anyway, let's just quickly do these, one from the top and one from the bottom. What else will happen with this translation thing that Anadilia is doing? Okay, we've got a death card. So I feel like this is the ending of what was and some new beginning all opening up. I feel this is you getting a new doorway opened up to something else you could be doing in the future. There is a bit of a stress going on here. The only stress going on with what you're doing is your own fear. Because Eight of Swords, as you know, is you creating your own drama for yourself. So just go in there with confidence. And I think that you're going to be helping people and they're going to enjoy that you're there. And I feel that there may be another opportunity coming up. I feel that might be an insecure card. I don't know if you're going to be feeling a bit insecurity. It's my birthday that day too. Oh, wow. Oh, well, you might get an invite to go out. If there is a guy that's a businessman or he's into his body and I'd suggest you mention that it's your birthday. You may get a lovely invite from Mr. Wonderful. Okay, so last reading is what? Have you changed your mind on that, Anadilia? Would you like me to look at anything specific? You are, I don't know why you're insecure. I've seen pictures of you and your sister. You're like little Barbie dolls with black hair. Anadilia, are you okay with me showing Crystal your photograph? And Crystal, are you okay with me showing Anadilia your photograph? Crystal is gorgeous. And yeah. Sure, it's fine. Okay, Chris, I'll be sending you through a picture of Anadilia and her sister. They are like, where are you from? Are you from Venezuela or something like that? Where's your family from? Dominican and Cuban. Oh, okay. It was somebody else that was Venezuelan, I think she was. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably forget that you're from the Dominican and Cuban. I'll try and remember that you're Cuban. Is that Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? Is that the language, Spanish, from Cuba? I'm terrible. I failed geography and history because I hated the subject. I didn't want to do it. I loved science, mathematics, and English, which I aced. Spanish. What was I going to say? Yeah, Chris, remember that picture you had taken in your previous job or one of your previous jobs and your eyes, you know, like it was the most amazing picture done at a work thing. I remember when you sent that to me and I looked at it and I went and showed my husband the picture and he went, oh my God, who's that? And I said, you know who I talk to and she helps me on my channel and everything? And I said, Chris. And he went, oh. He said, wow, she's stunning. So my husband reckons you're stunning. I reckon you're stunning as well. But anyway, here we go. I didn't show it to him for too long because I didn't want him looking at another woman. I haven't shown him your, oh no, I did show him your picture, but he was driving Anadilia. I said, oh wow, look at her. And I zoomed in on your face and he went, oh wow, who's that? And I said, that's Astrolove. And I said, her and Crystal are regulars on my channel and they both are my moderators. And he went, wow, they're all good looking. Yeah, okay. So here we go. All right, so we're just doing general messages, whatever comes out for you. You didn't change your mind? P, when I finished this, I was going offline, but I did do 2 others earlier. You can't ask a yes and no. I'll just give you a card that's here in front of me. I'll do it now. Just a card for P. What does P need to know? You get that, okay? So if you did ask yes and no, this is maybe. See how we've got moon and sun? And it's also a card to do with in 2 minds about what to do. The other meaning on that card, P, is if somebody's been bluffing with you, it tells you to do your own bluffing. So if you're going for a job interview and you feel that other people were going in the room and saying, oh, I've got 5 years experience and I did this and I did that, but you know that they didn't, to pump up your thing and bluff, do a bit of bluffing. Yeah, no, I don't have a list. I don't have a free list. I don't do free readings. Today was the first time in ages that I just pulled a couple of cards for people while I was waiting. Okay, so did we change Astrolove? You're curious if the guy is the guy. Okay, so we'll say, is the guy at the school going to be the one that's possibly romantic with you? Okay, the one that we pulled out before. And this is the last reading, guys, and I'm going offline. Okay. Anadilia is doing this translation thing at the school, and the King of Clubs showed up in that reading. Show me, is there love around this? Is there something romantic around this guy at the school? Is it the same one that showed up in the love reading? Are they the same people? The guy that showed up in the love reading, that was the King of Clubs and the Jack of Clubs. In the school translation job is a guy that showed up, the King of Clubs. Is it the same person? No, no, no. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, no, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. And we even got a King of Diamonds here. So this guy, King of Diamonds, is an opposite to the King of Clubs. King of Diamonds is somebody that might work in medical, he might work in finance, he might be a banker, and he would be very, what would you call it, like strict or something? He may even be a school teacher. This card can be a school teacher. So the guy at the school, it might have been showing me he's got brown curly hair or wavy brown hair or hazel or dark green eyes or brown eyes or something like that. So that might have been showing me the description of what he looks like. This would be a school teacher. So it's showing me no, but there is an invitation here from this school teacher. So I think that being that it's your birthday, if they know it's your birthday, like I'm assuming that your children go to this school, I'm assuming that's how it all happened. Your children might say, it's my mum's birthday when she's coming to the school, and they might have a little cake for you or something like that. I don't know. But no, it's not that guy. So let's just, for the rest of the timing, let's just reshuffle what's left. What else does Anadilia need to know? Just general messages now. Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought it was going to be the guy. There's definitely somebody got eyes for you at the school. What else do you need to know? Your challenges at the moment are overworking yourself, getting yourself stressed out, and don't listen to gossip or lies and things. Also, it's just your challenges are someone trying to return, and they're saying they just want to be your friend or something like that, but it's like you can't get rid of them. You know, they're always there. Um, the other challenge is males. This represents a male and a sexual energy. So the other challenge at the moment is getting past someone that just wants to be involved for that kind of reason. What's coming towards you? You've got double aces here. Very nice. Got 10 of hearts here. And we've got you. You've got this offer of this big love and possible something more, but you're acting cold with it. You like it and you're interested, but you're putting up a wall just in case. It's like you're protecting yourself. You go into this mode that this is what it was like before, and then I got disappointed or I got hurt. You could have something very strong here. You got the 2, the 4, the 6 is missing at the moment, and you got double aces here in love. Now, in regards to work, this could be a job promotion or a new job or something like that, and it may come through from the translation thing, because we got this card where someone doesn't fit. We've got the young sort of symbol here, and we've got a broken contract type thing here as well. There may be something, you've got a little boy, haven't you? Just be careful with him at the moment. You know, like if he likes to climb or things like that, just keep an eye on him, because that can represent someone that's not listening. You know, don't climb up there and they go and do it anyway. Or like what happened in my house. I had a dog out the back and I used to fill up the bucket and it used to sit under the tap. And I had a dog, and I'm not talking about a little dog like this. I'm talking about in pounds, 140-pound dog. If you don't know what I'm talking about, type in Newfoundland dog and have a look at what they look like. They look like a big, black, fluffy bear. I had one and then it died, and then I had another one. And anyway, I had this bucket out the back, long story short, and my daughter was about 3 or 4, and she had a beautiful little bright yellow dress with daisies on it, and her hair up in her little ponytail on top of it, blonde curls. She went out the back and went to come inside, and during the day when I went out the back, I moved the bucket near the back door. She tripped and she went straight down and her head hit the cement. And if you've ever seen anyone with a cut on their head or anywhere on the head, it just bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. The cut was that big. It was just a tiny little cut here. Her blonde hair was saturated in blood and her yellow dress was ruined. And the lucky thing was, my friend who has worked in a gym and done all first aid and everything, I was screaming and that, and she's going, calm down. She told me what to go and do, and she immediately stopped the bleeding. She told me to hold the thing, got her to the hospital, and she had 1 stitch put in it, or 2 stitches put in it. But I don't know if I'm telling you that story because I just felt that that had something to do with the child. And it may be when you're at the school, if you see something and you see kids running around and you think someone's going to trip on it, don't think about it, go and move it, okay? So just think about it. Because when I moved the bucket, I thought, I hope nobody trips on that. And my daughter tripped on it. So it never went there again. I put it back over the other side, and it could have been much, much worse. It was just lucky it was a tiny little cut and the hospital was just up the road. So anyway, that's it, all finished. Thank you to everybody, and I'm out of here. It's 1:45, so I'm probably going home. Silly pants, I'll probably get your thing done either the next time I'm here or when I'm at home if I get time. And so, yeah, I'll do that there because I know that you want it done in the thing. All right, bye, everyone. I've got to get going. Take care. Bye.